Hey guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Welcome back to my channel and thank you for allowing me to be part of your day. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. So a lot has happened, and I know that you guys want me to comment on it, if nothing more, just to I guess hear my side to something that really has nothing to do with me. Except that I had somebody on my channel that might not be who she said she is. So her name's not Trixie Layne. I know her name's not Trixie Layne. That's the name she goes under. My name's not Toddy One Skip, you know. A lot of us don't go under real names. A lot of us use avatars. I don't use an avatar unless I'm on somebody's panel and everybody is an avatar. Then I'm going to be an avatar because I'm not going to speak to a bunch of avatars. You know what I mean? I look silly talking to a bunch of avatars. But I guess there's a couple problems here. One is that Trixie Layne was using somebody else's photo. Somebody else who, for the better part of the United States, certainly doesn't know. So it's believed, and it's under the belief, and the fair belief, that we would believe that that is who Trixie Layne is the picture in the photo. But we know it's not the picture in the photo. I don't know why somebody would take somebody else's story and make it their own and not claim to be who that person is. Like, if it's true that Trixie Layne took that Canadian singer's if she took the Canadian singer's storyline and made it her life, then that's a whole other conversation that I'm totally unaware of. As far as I know, the person that I befriended, the person that, that I've spoken to and was building a friendship with, was somebody who I believe was the credentials, was somebody who worked in homicide and who lived next to the Blanchards. Everything that their credential was listed, I believed. No, I didn't go check her out. I didn't. She's not somebody that I found per se. She's a content creator. So, I don't know how to explain this without just giving you examples. So I'm going to give you examples because I don't know how to explain my channel. I don't know how to explain it. Somebody gave me some information on Ryan Anderson. I don't know if it's true or not, so I'm not going to say anything about it. I shared this information with another content creator and said to them, I don't know if this is true or not. I don't have time to look into this. And they said, do you mind if I look into it? And I said, no, man, you can have it. Take the story. I can't look into it, so I'm not going to tell the story. I've mentioned a couple times, and there's a reason why I keep mentioning this. I was sent a video of two men having sex, and I was made to believe, if I wanted to accept the written email, that one of the people in the picture, in the video, was Ken Urker. And trust me, it looks like Ken. However, there is something in that photo that clearly says it is not Ken. But it's not in all of the photo. So if I wanted to, I could have cropped that photo and I could have put out a video that half of you would believe, at least, that Ken was having sex with another man. Now, clearly, I saw this isn't true. This isn't true. And when the person wrote me back and said, basically, you haven't acted on it, I explained why I haven't acted on it. And then the conversation ended. And the reason why I didn't act on it was because I could clearly see that it wasn't Ken, and there was a reason why. I could have taken that photo and given it to somebody, and they could have put that up online, because I could have cropped it. And I could have so many people believing this is Ken having sex with another man. I could hurt him. I don't like Ken Urker at all, but I'm not going to do that. I could put another content creator at risk by sharing that, by cutting off the part, pardon me, not that part, but by, cropping the video, and people would have believed that. Now, here's why I bring this up, because I don't want anybody else doing that. It's not him. And I don't want anybody else getting this video or putting up a video, and also because it's not true. It's just not true. I would get great views. I'd ruin my credibility. I don't want to ruin my credibility. When I bring somebody up on my channel, if they are not who they say they are, it's on them. It's not on me. It's not on me. I'm not bringing anybody up as an expert. I'm not calling anybody an expert. I'm having somebody come on my channel and explain who they are. If they're lying to you, I apologize for that. I apologize, But I'm not vouching for them or saying that I know this about them or anything like that, I'm not doing that unless I know who they are. So, the Trixie Layne that I know, I've got some really good information from her. And I don't want that to be something that isn't recognized, because it deserves to be recognized. As far as the other stuff goes, I don't know about it. I don't know how involved she is. I don't know if she lived next to the Blanchards. I don't know about her careers. I don't know. I do know as a real estate agent, I'm not anymore, that I held a full-time job the last 2 years that I was a real estate agent. I just let my license expire. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people that are part-time real estate agents, or people that get a real estate license to sell their own home or to go look at homes, and they have no desire in buying homes. So, I don't know. And Becca Scoops did explain it, but let me explain it too. My lawyer that I used to get in touch with Bree, she has gotten into trademark law. This is new for her, trademark law. She wanted to slow down and still continue on with her law degree that she went to school for, but she wanted to not have it take the forefront of her life like general law did. So when she was a general lawyer, and she did family law. She did real estate contracts. There's a bunch of things that you can do. You can't be a prosecutor because I think you need more than just your law degree for that. You need some other stuff, I believe. I don't know. I don't know. But I've had a lot of careers and I've explained them. I always wanted to be a writer. That was my first love. So I would take positions, but I'd only go so far in the position because then it took away my writing time. But I've had a lot of positions. I've worked two jobs most of my life. So, you know, I'm not going to judge somebody's career or not their career on how many things they've done in their life because I'm a prime example of somebody that's done a lot legitimately in their life. I always try to give the benefit of the doubt. I do think that this community should have reputable people talking about the case and that people should be who they are when they portray who they are. That's what I have to say. That's what I have to say. So I I'm saddened again by what happened. You know, I never ever got anything inappropriate from injustice. I didn't know anything about anything inappropriate. Again, I have nothing to do with these discords or Reddits or anything. I don't know. If I would have gotten something inappropriate, I would have addressed it immediately. Anyway, yeah, so that's what I have to say. I'm going to keep on with my channel. And, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So, guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. And, yeah, have a good day. We'll be on here at 9 o'clock. Yeah, just a few hours with Rebecca Michello and a couple guests talking about, recovery and the road to sobriety and just Monday morning talk. All right, guys, be better today than you were yesterday. Not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Be kind. Thanks.